Let's do this thing. Bao and Numi are soldiers, bored out of their mind. Bao plans a little mischief to pass the time.
There's one thing the recruiters fail to mention when you join the army. Being a soldier can be boring. You spend a whole lot of time just sitting around, doing nothing, counting the hours until final formation. Basic combat training was a breeze for Numi. She kept her head down, kept her mouth shut. She had fun. It was even exciting at times. But when she shipped home to her permanent duty station, all of the excitement faded into mundane boredom.
POG, in military slang, stood for person other than grunt. It was a term of endearment, sometimes an insult, but they were the backbone of any fighting force. Infantry can't do their jobs without food, without gear, without support, planning, and infrastructure. Numi was assigned to the Signal Corps. Her unit stayed stateside and handled satellite communications traffic. There wasn't much glamour, but it allowed Numi to stay close to home, so she could visit her family and friends whenever she wasn't on the clock.
Damn, they did their research.
Damn.
This is like...
Damn.
Numi's MOS, her job in the army, was logistics specialist. That's a little generous, huh? Pushing papers and keeping stock of inventory. Her domain was a dusty warehouse full of sectioned off cages, each loosely filled with random junk she tried to keep in order. Uniforms, office supplies, gas masks, everything the base needed or couldn't get the paperwork to get rid of was stored in this supply warehouse. The work was dull and repetitive, but at least it was quiet. That was until Bao transferred into her unit.
I'm bored. Bao whined. Bao had the same MOs as Numi. Wait. Yeah, okay. Bao had the same MOs as Numi. Logistics. MOS? MOs?
MO?
Bao had the same MOS as Numi. Logistics. The unit had an open slot. Her transfer was supposed to lighten Numi's workload, but training the new girl was still keeping her books balanced, while keeping her books balanced was more than Numi could handle. Bao quickly became a bad influence, dragging Numi into childish mischief to pass the time. If they put an even decent effort, they could usually get their daily jobs done before lunchtime rolled around, sometimes hours earlier. But they couldn't go home until everyone else got to go home too. It was a trade-off. Drag the work out to last all day long, or get it done quickly and be bored the rest of the day.
This is kind of accurate so far.
That's true, that's true.
You always drag me into shit.
I do be putting her into shit.
I don't know how I'm alive.
That's so true.
Crazy. Bao whined, hissed throughout the tiny little office.
Oh shit. Come on! Let's sneak off base and go get coffee or something. They won't miss us. They don't need us. Nobody even passes through here anymore. I'm bored.
This shit does sound like Bao. Oh my god. Keep going?
Oh yeah. It wasn't against the rules to go off base. And as long as their tasks were completed by the end of the day, it wasn't really a big deal. You wouldn't be able to spend hours at a time, day after day, sneaking out. That would be problematic. But an occasional quick trip, no one ever really gave a damn.
No. Numi sighed. It was too early for Bao's bullshit.
Come on, Bao whined. Let's at least walk down to the chow hall or something. I need to stretch my legs.
Numi made sure to close... Oh, sure, the office door was closed behind them. There were no keys to keep track of. Most doors could be opened with the keypad code. Numi turned the place card around, telling people that they'd be back shortly, then headed out into the daylight.
Slow down, Bao whined. It's too early for me to be breaking a sweat. I just got my hair done.
Shut up, Bob! Numi took... You know your hair is out of regulations.
What the fuck? Don't call me that! Bao growled. Num nums.
Grr. They put on a straight. I need more alcohol for this shit, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna take another drink.
I'm fucking cringing.
They put on a straight face and saluted at an unfamiliar second lieutenant. He must have just gotten out of the officer's candidate school. His uniform looked fresh and mint. He smiled as they passed. Morning, ladies.
Both girls were specialists, sham shields, part of the E4 mafia. It meant that they had been long enough to not really care anymore, but they knew enough to stay out of trouble. Higher paid ranks had real responsibilities. Privates, fresh out of basic, still had that hoo-ah army mindset and put in more effort than necessary. Specialists knew how to stay hidden, how to stay out of trouble.
When they were out of earshot, Bao snarked.
Freaking butter bars, walking around like they own the place. Oh! Mishygienist trash.
Let's get some coffee in you. Numi sighed. Before you get us into trouble.
Trouble? Bao laughed. When have I ever gotten us into trouble?
Memories echoed in Numi's brain. True.
Why are we LARPing?
Scenes flickered like old films in her head. Flashes of them getting yelled at, doing push-ups, more yelling, counseling statements, and even more push-ups. All the fucking time.
Bao put on her sweetest puppy dog eyes. But you still love me, don't you?
Numi rolled her eyes. I tolerate you. Isn't that enough?
How long is this? Oh my god.
Keep going, come on.
Oh.
Come on.
Bao seemed pleased. She started skipping, her combat boots scuffing the concrete below. They reached the little mess hall that had been standing since... Well, I don't want to get too into specifics. It was an old wooden building. Rumor had it that it was bomb-proof from the decades of layered-on paint. The insides were semi-modern, semi-cheap, lowest bidder furnishing and off-brand vending machines. Bao fumbled a few crumpled dollars into the worn-out slot and bought them some cold blended coffee drinks. Numi didn't care for the flavor, but was eager for a caffeine buzz.
Bao cracked open her drink, posted up on the wall, and pulled out her phone. God, she's sexy. A few higher-ranking officers passed by. Bao made simple chit-chat. She knew how to look like she belonged. Nobody questioned you if you were relaxed, even if you were just standing around doing nothing. If you looked nervous, someone with a stick up their butt might lecture you on work ethic. Numi wished she had Bao's people skills.
Ugh. Numi chugged her drink and tossed it in the... Ready to get back to her office. Bao had only taken a few sips and was still typing on her phone. Bao smiled, almost mischievously, then gritted her jaw tight. She hit another button on her phone, then let out a slow gritted sigh, like she had just stubbed her toe. But there was still a smile on her face.
Are you on something? Numi whispered. You know they drug test us all the time, right?
It's not about what I'm on, Bao whispered through her teeth. It's more about what's in... What the fuck is happening?
Oh my god, wait.
What does this mean? It's more about what's inside me. This coffee sure perks you up, right? Nice and perky.
The hell are you talking about? Numi whispered quickly.
I don't want to read that! I don't want to read it! Please don't make me! What's happening? What's happening? I fucking hate you, bitch! Why me? Why me?
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I can't do it.
I need water. I'm drinking.
Oh my god. Take it.
Loose lips sink ships, little num-nums. Bao was shivering under her breath. Some secrets don't need to be told.
Oh god. I need more. Oh, I need more alcohol. This is too much. We walked back to the supply warehouse. Bao was humming out a whimper.
I didn't pick this shit, by the way. Numi did.
Wavered.
Numi did.
Steps. Numi was sure Bao was on or up to something. They finished the last bit of work on their daily printout, verifying a few high-value items in their inventory. It wasn't even lunchtime. Bao pulled out her phone again. Numi hung her head on the desk and tried to take a nap.
What the fuck? Why do I have to have the action paragraphs?
Oh my god, Bao.
I want to die. I can't. I'm so... Okay. There was a faint buzzing sound somewhere in the room, and it tickled Numi's ear. She looked around, but only saw Bao fidgeting in her seat, biting her lips softly. There was a knock at the door. Bao bit down hard in surprise, dark red marks on her lip.
Relax. The voice entered the room. It was their platoon sergeant. She was pretty cool. Oh, she let them get away with so much. How are we doing? Already done for the day?
Damn. We're playing Honkai Impact.
Your turn, Queen.
Numi and Bao nodded.
Good. The two different voices for that shit. Sergeant. We might get out of here early for once. But don't get your hopes up. Come on, Bao. Come on. Do you remember last week when you tweeted you miss reading fanfiction with me?
I lied! I actually lied!
What a fun way of wanting to spend time with me, huh? Come on. Go on, then. Go on.
You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
You were the one that asked me to do this!
I didn't know it was this kind of material! I thought it was just gonna be Mimi and Smutty!
Isn't that what this is?
This one's spicy!
Keep going.
Numi closed the door behind her. They still had a full day's work worth of time to kill. A lot of people in the civilian world were just now settling into their desks. Numi and Bao were already done for the day. It took effort getting nothing done. It wasn't strenuous, but it did drain your energy being cooped up in a tiny room all day with nothing worth doing. Numi heard that faint buzz again. It sounded like it was coming from Bao's lap.
What is that? Numi mumbled, puzzled.
Bao smiled. Something to pass the time.
Numi got worried. She put on a stern tone. What are you doing?
Just vibing. Bao hissed through her teeth in a slow, pleasured sigh.
Girl, are you... Numi couldn't believe she was about to ask this. Are you...
Don't say it!
Oh. Are you... with yourself or something?
Bao grinned. Don't ask, don't tell.
She's LARPing. Numi was at a loss for words, shocked, but a little impressed at Bao's daringness. There was no way Numi was going to do a thing like that in public, but it sure would pass the time.
Bao placed her phone on Numi's desk. Here, watch this for me. I'm gonna go take a quick walk to stretch my legs.
I know this app.
You. What's happening?
The phone screen was open to some app Numi didn't recognize. A big red button and a sliding scale. The door closed behind Bao and Numi scooped up the phone. The big red button was calling out her name. She peeked out the window. Saw Bao pass a few soldiers on the sidewalk. When she was in the clear, Numi pressed it.
Bao stumbled. It looked like she had just got shot in the abdomen. Numi hit the button a second time, and Bao got back to her feet. Was this some kind of remote control? Numinator or something? Numi turned up the intensity and hit the button again. Bao fell to a knee, blushing bright red. Numi imagined a pink... Numi imagined a pink little
Egg.
Numinator nestled in Bao's sight. What is this? A little cable hanging out, connected to a battery pack strapped to her leg. Was this bitch crazy or something? Numi turned down the intensity, but kept it running. She pulled out her phone and quickly downloaded the app. She copied over the serial number and gave it a test run, bringing Bao to her knees yet again. Numi grinned. This was going to be fun.
Dude, I would so do this shit. Oh, I actually had to... My friends and I in high school, we always had a dream of just going to college together and just getting these and then just all just having each other's codes and then just trying to go through class with it.
Fucking funny, like, outing. We all have each other's codes and just fucking with each other.
And then I tried that. I tested it with my one friend from Germany. Bao stumbled. Oh, she turned off the good vibrations and let Bao retreat in peace. A few moments later, Bao entered the office, panting, but she had a grin plastered across her lips. How could she do something like this? Numi wasn't casting shame. She was mostly just confused and amazed. Why had she left her phone on Numi's desk? She must have known Numi wouldn't be able to resist a shiny red button. What?
Oh, it's your button.
What?
The nut one.
Oh, this one?
No.
That's literally what's happening right now. Wow. This fan fiction is surprisingly accurate.
Boys, it wasn't Lily. No. This was years ago. This was years ago.
Oh, they think the German person was...
It's a little... No. This was years ago. This was back before my libido died.
What? Your what?
My libido. Libido.
Libido.
Libido.
Libido. Libido.
My libido.
Why do you say it like that?
My libido.
Why do you say it like that? Who did that? Bao let out an exhale, like a seasoned smoker after a long drag. Feels good to stretch your legs every now and then.
Bitch. You're crazy. Numi laughed in disbelief.
There was an awkward silence in the air. Numi wanted to try out her new toy, but not with Bao sitting across from her. She found a few office supplies to top up, filling staplers, printer paper, anything to make the time go by. But there was nothing really for them to do. Numi pulled out her phone. It still wasn't even lunchtime yet.
This sounds so fun. Do you want to play a game? Numi asked, bored out of her mind.
What kind of game? Bao didn't take her eyes off of her phone.
Numi hadn't thought this far ahead. I don't know. How about I ask you questions, and if I don't like the answer, I hit the buzzer.
Bao glanced up at Numi.
Oh my god. This is like, I don't know why I'm like...
What the fuck is wrong? What? Why are you what? Why are you what?
Nothing.
I...
Oh god.
What?
Like, this is the most us scenario I would have ever, like, imagined there to be a fic of. I don't know.
This is so... You guys have quite the imagination.
Nivu!
Thank
All
you
right, keep
for
going,
5
Val. Come
gifted.
on. Give him that show. Give him a show.
Okay. Bao glanced up at Numi. Buzzer? Her lips curled into a mischievous smile. You're on.
Numi pulled out a notepad and started tapping on it. What is your sign?
Scorpio? Bao looked puzzled.
Numi hit the button. Bao quivered in her seat. Her body shuddered. She shot a nasty look at Numi.
Why did you do that? Bao gritted her teeth. I am a Scorpio!
Numi hit the buzzer again. The game wasn't if you told the truth. It was if I didn't like the answer. You answered Scorpio. I didn't like it.
But why? Bao whimpered.
Numi hit the buzzer again. I'm asking the questions. Why did you join the army?
Bao shook her head slightly. I don't know. It was you get in shape, you meet cool people, do cool things.
Numi's hand hovered over the buzzer. Her lips turned into an evil grin. She hit the button again. Nope. The answer that I was looking for was to be closer to you, Numi. Next question. Ooh. Why are you wearing this Numinator under your uniform? Think carefully.
Bao strained her eyes, trying to figure out Numi's game. Numi smirked and hit the button again.
Oh, sorry. You ran out of time. The answer I was... Oh, wait, let me drink another shot before this one. The answer I was looking for was... See, I feel like this could get taken out of context.
Maybe we censor?
Okay. I'm a down bad little girl who just can't help herself. Next question.
Bao growled. Now wait. This isn't fair.
Numi hit the buzzer again. Bao slipped further into her chair. Numi chuckled. Who said anything about fair? Next question. Oh. Do you... Why is this one harder to ask? Do you... Do you like me?
Yes. Bao's voice left her lips before Numi could torment her again.
Numi itched to press that buzzer. But she would let Bao win this round. If you like me so much, why do you always give me shit? Why are you always getting me into trouble?
I don't know. Bao sighed. Wait, let me finish. I get bored. This job sucks. Teasing you is kind of fun.
Numi held her finger over the button. Go on.
You're kind of cute. Bao stammered, panting. I don't know.
Good answer. Numi grinned. Then turned the nominator up to Bao gripped her armrest, rocking with silent pleasure. Numi let it run for what felt like an eternity. Bao's face was contorting. She was gritting and burying her teeth all over. Riding through the bliss. Last question. Numi turned off the buzzer.
No, you're good.
Oh. And gave Bao a moment to catch her breath. Are you going to keep this Numinator in for the rest of the day?
Bao's eyes pleaded with her. Yes?
Good. Numi slipped her phone back into her pocket.
I'm losing it!
Your turn. It was finally...
There's some things later we should censor.
Okay. We're not there yet, Queen.
Okay. Where am I?
It was finally lunchtime.
It was finally lunchtime. They headed off base to get a bite to eat. Numi was tempted to pull her phone out again, but waited until the time was right. Oh. They pulled into a restaurant of oily fast food cuisine. It was good, but mostly it was quick. There were dozens of other workers dining in. Numi didn't recognize any of them. They ordered and sat down at a booth with their styrofoam containers of food. Under cover of the table, Numi pulled out her phone again and gave Bao a quick little jolt. She sat upright with a little squeaked whimper. Wait!
Bao stifled her voice.
It's my turn to ask questions!
Numi gave her a sly smile. Okay. Shoot.
Bao pondered for a moment, taking bitefuls of cheat chow mein. Why did you join the army?
Numi shoveled food into her mouth to think while she chewed.
Ew.
She hadn't joined for glory or other things. Money for college? Fun? Adventure? A quick way to get into shape? Aren't you like bound there for a couple years? There was nothing good on TV. I don't know, really. It seemed like a good idea on paper. I just never knew how boring it would be.
Bao nodded her head. Yeah, I get it. Next question. Are you single?
What the heck?
Numi nearly choked on her noodles. Yes?
Bao's finger hovered over her phone. She smiled at Numi's answer. Are you into girls? I'm gonna bite my microphone!
blushed. Oh god. Maybe. Don't ask, don't tell, right?
That was repealed years ago, little num-nums. Bao chuckled. Last question. Do you tolerate me because you have to, or because you want to?
Numi's eyes narrowed. Because I have to.
Wrong answer. Bao hit the button on her app.
Maybe she forgot I was wearing the Numinator. Because as soon as her finger touched the screen,
Why did I do it to myself?
You dumb bitch. She jumped, squirming with her knees together under the table. Numi burst out laughing, landing on the table. She wiped her mouth embarrassed, but still choking on her laughter. Dumbass. Oh my god, I caught you! I said the same thing! He got my character so good! Dumbass! Numi could hardly breathe.
Shut up. Bao tried to regain composure. Bitch!
There's a little bit of venom in that one, huh? They finished their meal without further incident. Just good-natured conversation and mild insults. Headed back to base to figure out what to do with the second half of the day. First half had felt like an eternity, but at least they had a few tasks to complete. Now they were stuck with the insurmountable mountain of boredom. There were only so many paper airplanes you could make. So many finger football goals you could kick before they stopped being fun. You ran out of ideas before you ran out of office supplies.
The warehouse did hold some interesting items. Things slated for destruction or surplus, but never made it out of the building. Relics, antiques, leftover gear from wars fought decades ago. Numi had the key to it all. Trying to organize it was pointless. They would all end up in one bin or another. But when you've got nothing better to do, the mundane starts calling to you. Numi opened a familiar cage and started digging through... What? What? Long whip antennas for radios no longer in service. Greasy paint, and for some reason, a lifetime supply of tasteless chapstick. Numi grabbed a tube and applied the pasty substance to her lips. The chapstick had dried out before Numi was even born. It still helped a little, but mostly it was just something to do.
As she rubbed her lips together, she had a weird thought. Her lips felt so unfamiliar. What the fuck?
Ugh,
The texture
damn.
was different, almost like a stranger's.
You got mold on them lips?
Would
What's
this
wrong?
be like kissing someone else? Someone like Bao? Why had Bao left her phone for Numi to control? Was this something she did for everyone, or was it just for Numi? Bao had asked her about her dating life. Was she interested in Numi or something? What the fuck? Am I stupid or something? You literally said yes. What?
Chat, why don't you answer that? Why don't you answer that, chat?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, going off of your past experiences that you've divulged with everybody,
Are you saying I cuck myself?
yeah.
Continue.
Anyways. There you are, Bao breathed. Any word on when we're getting out of here today?
Numi checked her phone. No messages. No idea.
Numi started shifting through shelves and boxes, looking for something to do. What in the world? The paint grabbed Bao's attention. Gimme.
She applied 2 dark little strips under her eyes and checked her work in the mirror. She growled. She growled. Kind of feisty. Then chuckled to herself. Val wiped her face clean with the sleeve of her uniform, then started applying the grease to the outline of her eyes. Dramatic and flashy. She pursed her mouth slightly and applied a dark coat, smearing the improvised lipstick across her lips, rubbing them together. Numi was in awe. It looked surprisingly good on Bao. Numi missed the emo scene, missed the aesthetic. Wanting a big titty goth girlfriend was more than just a meme.
What is happening, bro?
Come here, little num-nums. Give Granny a kiss.
Numi cringed. Backing away slowly, but Bao caught her, planting a dark kiss print on her cheek. Numi scoffed and tried to wipe it away with her sleeve, but the grease just wanted to smear. Quit it!
Numi whined. Smoochy, smoochy! Bao continued to advance.
Ew. I said stop!
Numi whispered in a low shout. She grabbed her weapon and pointed it at Bao, the one thing she knew would bring her to her knees.
Don't make me use this.
Bao chuckled. You don't have the balls.
Numi pressed the button on her cell phone. It was almost as effective as the taser. Bao stumbled, grunting under her breath. A slight hum buzzed in the quiet warehouse. Numi slid up the intensity. Bao moaned through her gritted teeth. She sounded out of breath.
Oh!
I don't need balls to make you whimper.
Numi chuckled, still wiping the grease off her face. Bao growled at her. Annoyed, but there was mischief on her lips. You're loving this, aren't you?
Before Numi could respond, they heard a heavy door swing open somewhere in the building. Numi quickly tucked her phone away. They'd get in trouble if they were caught by the wrong person. Bao furiously rubbed her face, but the grease paint just smeared everywhere. She looked like a toddler that had gotten into its mother's makeup drawer. Just hide.
Oh, ads are playing? Okay, we wait. Anyways, where were we at?
Just hide, Numi whispered in a panic. I'll run them off.
Bao ducked under a roll of dyed green burlap and bit her lip. Numi remembered the Numinator was still set to a low buzz, and she hoped that Bao could keep her lips shut. Numi turned the corner and saw that the new lieutenant smiling towards her. Years of conditioning kicked in as she snapped to attention.
At ease, at ease. He chuckled. Relax. I'm just dropping in to say hi. I'm new here. Just going around and getting acquainted. What do you do here?
Numi hated this guy's face. He had a meticulously groomed mustache, dancing dangerously on the border of regulation. He had, an antiquated buzz cut. He looked more like a stereotypical cop than a soldier. A young, hotshot punk, probably younger than Numi.
Logistics, sir. Numi just hoped Bao could stay hidden. I take care of supply. That sucks.
He chuckled. Numi wanted him to go away.
That it do. Numi sighed, but quickly added, Sir. All right. Carry on. I'm going to head back to the tech building. All the cool shit's there anyway.
What the fuck?
He left. Numi silently sighed in relief. When the door shut, Numi snuck back to the cage Bao was hiding in. She was on the ground. She was on the ground, her legs grinding against one another, almost like she was in pain. Numi quickly grabbed her phone and shut off the app. Wait!
Bao stammered quickly.
Put it back on!
What? Numi growled. Don't you know I just saved your ass? That guy was a dick. He'd probably love an excuse to write up on his first day, make a big deal about your honor and duty and all that army hoo-ha bullshit. That guy had a stick so far up his ass it's coming out of his mouth. You could hang a flag off the end and all we'd have to do is salute it every time we passed.
Just turn it back on. Bao stammered. I was almost there.
Numi rolled her eyes and turned it on at full blast. Bao whimpered and writhed along the ground, forcing a moan.
Oh.
But it wasn't enough. She got onto her feet, knees quivering beneath her.
Help me. Bao pleaded as she took a shaky step towards Numi.
No. What? Then we took a step back.
Come on.
God.
Bao's voice stuttered as she twitched. You know you want to.
Bao forced composure on herself. She stepped forward, licking her lips like a strange parody of seduction. Ew. Her face was twitching. Her breath sounded a little rushed. Numi had backed herself against the chain link wall. Bao pushed one arm out to the side of Numi's shoulder, gripping the fence links. Oh god. Bao brought the other hand up, trapping Numi in her arms.
You know you want to. Bao's echoes whispered.
Oh god. Bao's lips were smeared with dark grease. It was all over her face. Her eyes were watering, whimpering, innocently begging. Numi sighed, sounding defeated. She would play Bao's little game just to get her to calm down so they could get back to work. That was the lie Numi told herself that made it okay to close her eyes and lean in to finally kiss Bao. Oh god. Oh god.
Bao morbed into Numi's lips. The chain link wall behind them rattled.
Shaka, shaka, shaka.
Bao was tensing up. Numi pushed the kiss deeper. Oh my! She was surprised how much effect it had on her. Numi trailed a hand down Bao's stomach, slipping under her belt, drifting between her legs. Bao held her breath in anticipation. Numi reached her goal.
What the fuck? Numi muttered, surprised.
There was no Numinator, no cords, nothing. She flopped her hand around Bao's pantaloons, confused, searching for whatever she used to play with herself, but there was nothing. Bao started to giggle, then chuckle, then broke out laughing. Oh, God! Bao wheezed through the laughter. You should see your face right now.
Bitch, no. Seriously, what? Numi was flustered up beyond all repair. What is this? Is this a bad word?
I don't know, I just wouldn't say it.
Raggle fraggle.
I've just been fucking with you. I took that Numinator out hours ago. Bao snickered. I didn't think you'd take it this far. I guess you do more than just tolerate me.
Shut up. Bump, bump. Blush.
I love you too, Bao chuckled. Num nums.
That wasn't part of it, by the way, everybody. Yeah. It's always okay.